This is rock and roll.
I can't answer the phone right now. Leave me a message and I'll call you back.
I know she's out there. I know it's true. She's probably dancing and feeling good. She's probably drinking. She must be flirting. She's got me worried, and that's no good. This girl is hot. This girl is fine. This girl is tougher than the ones I left behind. This girl is wild. She's really loud. When the party starts, you know she'll be around. No, city girl. Took a chance, it's a BS girl. No, city girl. Took a chance, it's a BS girl.
Welcome to our first episode of This is Rock and Roll, a show that features the stars of the music industry. My name is Dion, Nardone. Happy to be here, the host of the show. And behind the scenes, our producers, we have Vic, Sabatini, Tyrone, Berkel. And right now, let's go to our first guest here in the studio of Bronx Net. And he's from the Bronx, New York, Tommy McDonnell, known in the music world as Tommy Pipes McDonnell. Tommy, welcome to the show. First man on the show.
Thank you for having me. Great to be back home.
And Tommy, now you're known as Blues Brothers' original recording artist, commercials, and so much in the music industry. But before we get into all that,
Yes.
You're from the Bronx.
Yes, I certainly
Where
am.
did you grow up? Where did you go to school? Let's talk about the early days in the Bronx.
I grew up in a little place called Country Club, which was mainly Italian people, and I was Irish, so all my friends are Italian. I ended up marrying a beautiful Italian woman, and I went to high school. I ended up everybody was going to Bronx schools, Hayes and Spelman and Mount St. Michael. But I went down to Manhattan because I ended up getting a scholarship on the drums. I was a drummer back in the day, to Power Memorial.
You went to Powell Memorial?
Yes, I certainly did.
And before Lou Alcindor?
That was 4 years after Lou Alcindor.
And then eventually it closed, right?
Eventually it closed. Now it's a shopping mall.
Wow. Now your music career.
Yes.
Yeah, in the Bronx, as a kid, from the Beatles. How did it all start?
It started from my mother. As a kid, a little 5-year-old kid, I could sing a little. And my mother used to say, you see that bar? If you go in that bar and you stand on the stool and sing Danny Boy, people will give you money.
And how old were you? 8, 9?
5, 6. I was a young kid. So that's how it started. My mother was kind of like my agent. And my mother was a professional dancer throughout her life. Her ancestors were all vaudevillians. And my father was a carpenter. And so that's how it kind of started. And then, as being a drummer, I would get in little bands in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. So there'd be a band looking for a drummer.
Still in the country club area?
Yeah, still in the country club area. And she would take me to an audition, and then I'd be in that band for a while, and then she'd say, all right, come on, we're leaving this band, we're going to the Esquires. They're paying more money, and they got more gigs. Like, she had it all planned out.
Tommy McDonnell, Tommy Pipes McDonnell. All right, the Blues Brothers.
Yes.
Original recording artists. Let's get into Blues Brothers.
Yes,
Big
sir.
for you.
Yes, sir. There was the Blues Brothers, after John Belushi died in 1982, the band disbanded until about 1989. They got back together for Dan Aykroyd's birthday party in Canada. And after that was a huge success. The band looked at each other and said, why are we not touring? You know, the band sounds great. We haven't played in so many years. So a German promoter had the idea to bring the Blues Brothers band over to Germany. But Dan Aykroyd was busy doing movies, so they said, we got to get singers to sing in the front. So they got Eddie Floyd, who was the original Knock on Wood.
Yes.
And they got Sam Moore from Sam and Dave. So they were kind of fronting the band in Europe, and the original Blues Brothers band, all the guys from the movie.
Did you move out of the Bronx? Were you down in Nashville at that time?
No, I was still in the Bronx.
Still in the Bronx. All right, I think we have a video. Can we go to the video? You performing?
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll go. Can we go to the video?
I'm not ashamed. ashamed 'cause you saw me cry. I'm not angry 'cause I caught you lying. Whoa, baby, no matter what you do, I'm gonna keep on loving you. I'm not ashamed, no, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed 'cause I fell on my knees and begged you, baby, to take me back, please. Whoa, baby, some people call me the biggest fool in town. I'm not ashamed, oh, baby, I'm not ashamed. Although you lie, you scare the lies my name, but I still love you just the same. I'm not ashamed 'cause you saw me cry. I'm not angry 'cause I caught you lying. Whoa, baby, no matter what you do, I'm gonna keep on loving you. I'm not ashamed, no, I'm not ashamed. Joe Mack. I'm not ashamed 'cause you saw me crying. I'm not angry 'cause I caught you lying. Whoa, baby, no matter what you do, I'm gonna keep on loving you. I'm not ashamed, no, I'm not ashamed. Thank you.
And we are back. Tommy Pius McDonnell. Great video.
Thank you,
And
thanks.
great talent. Now,
Yes.
Maxwell House Coffee.
Yes.
Commercial.
This is
Maxwell
good
House.
coffee, Dennis.
Tell us all about that. Did you make a lot of money
Very hot.
off that commercial?
Yes, yes, I certainly did. I ended up buying a car with that money.
And so how'd that all happen?
Well,
They call you or you what?
a friend of mine worked at a jingle house,
Uh-huh.
and she said to me, she called me up and she said, "How's your diction?" I said, "Great." "What's diction?" She said, "How you talk, how your pronunciation." I said, "Oh, it's great."
Yeah.
So she said,
Yeah,
"Right,
from the
come-"
Bronx, of course.
Of course, my diction's perfect. And so anyway, I went down, and they had a commercial that they were running, but they hated the singer. It was on TV. They hated the singer, so Maxwell House said, "We love the song, but we want to get a different singer." So I sang the demo for the new presentation and got it. And when I heard it, it was on the radio first. They don't tell you when it's going to be on.
Right,
You just,
right.
You know, you just. But I happened to be in Manhattan driving, and all of a sudden it came on. And I almost
It's like
cried.
the old days of doo-wop. You're driving around and you hear your song. All right, let's talk about the
Lord.
East Coast Studios. Is that in the Bronx? Where
That was in the Bronx, a couple of blocks away from here.
and recording bands went in there. What's that all about?
Yeah, we made records, we did recordings. We started as a rehearsal studio. So we had 2 studios, and then eventually we got into videos.
Yeah.
Had a bunch of cameras like this, and did videos of bands. Then we had a recording studio.
This was all your idea, or someone came to you?
Well, I had 2 partners with me.
Oh, okay.
Bruce Alcott and Vic Vanzo. And the Bronx didn't really have anything exciting like that, and it was a beautiful studio, beautifully designed, decked out.
Any big stars for the end up recording?
Howard
there?
Stern was there
Really?
a bunch of times. Who else was? A bunch of jazz. Eric Gill was there a bunch of times. Yeah, it was very successful.
Tommy Pipes McDonnell. Now,
Yes.
this past summer,
Yes, sir.
you performed in downtown Harrison, one of my shows,
I love it.
Ride Playland.
Had a
And the
great
best
time.
part about it, you had in the Harrison, your son came up playing the horns with two friends.
Right.
How neat was that? How exciting? Tell everyone about that.
That was, I always hoped that I could have children and they, at some time, I wouldn't be too old, that they could actually perform with me. Anyone who became musicians. But I was praying that nobody would become a musician because my wife would have killed me if somebody became a musician.
Yeah.
But my son, who's an amazing kid, Matthew, gravitated to the saxophone and became a great saxophone player, the top musician in his high school, although now he's in the Air Force.
Yes.
But he loves doing it recreationally. So I said to the kids, they had a little horn section, hit trumpet, kids from the high school. I said, why don't you come and do a gig with me? You could be the horn section. They did. They were thrilled. They went out and got matching vests. They did great. They had choreography.
They were terrific.
Oh, they were terrific.
And also, we played at Playland a couple of times, and you got to perform a duet with your buddy Vic Sabatini, one of our producers here, which, by the way, we opened up the show with Bronx Girl that he wrote and sang, and you guys did a great duet. I think we have another video, so let's go back to a video and the screen, and let's see Tommy Pipes McDonnell on a video. Tommy Pipes McDonnell, great video. There you are, your buddy Vic Sabatini guitar right next to you.
I love Victor Sabatini. Yeah, I know you can hear me. I know you're in the booth.
Hey, now you played and performed with some great legends. Eric Clapton.
Yes.
B.B. King.
Yes.
How did this all happen?
Well, when they decided to do a second movie, which was Blues Brothers 2000, Dan Aykroyd came to me and said, I want to put you in the movie, but I can't put you in as a blues brother because of the timeline. So we're going to have John Goodman's going to be a brother, and it's going to be a kid. But he says, I'm going to put you in the super band, which was this amazing collection of all my idols.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, in the singing section was Isaac Hayes, Lou Rawls, Coco Taylor, Gary U.S. Bonds, and me. Which, you know, and then the guitars were Eric Clapton, Bo Diddley, B.B. King, Jimmy Vaughan, the list goes on. The keyboard players were Dr. John, Billy Preston, drums was Jack DeJohnette, the horn players were Grover Washington Jr.,
Man,
John
I wish we had a video of that.
Oh my Lord.
Wow, that's great. Now, March 3rd,
yes,
I have a concert, oldies concert, Woodlands High School up in Greenberg.
Yes.
Once again, you're going to be performing. You're on the bill with us.
Yes.
You have any other shows coming up? Anything else coming up that that you might be performing? Anything on your schedule?
The only thing, I'm going to Australia in March. Everyone's welcome to come. We're going to get a bus. It's quite a trip, but we're going to try to make that work.
Where's this again?
Australia.
Oh, okay.
I'm
We're
kidding.
just right on the bus.
No, but we're going to Australia with the Blues Brothers, and then in big blues festival, Byron Bay.
Wow.
It's going to be us and Robert Plant and I forget who else is on the bill.
Plant.
Who the heck? Oh, Lionel Richie.
Wow, nice.
Blues Brothers and a million bands.
Okay, once again, March 3rd.
Yes.
Woodlands High School.
Yeah,
up in Greenberg. Recordings, DVDs, CDs. How can anyone get some of your recordings and CDs?
It's all available on all the spots.
Website or anything like
that? Yeah, website, and it's available on iTunes. It's available on CD Baby, all the original stuff from Nashville.
Great.
That I did.
And great career. You bring the name of the Bronx everywhere you go around the world, right?
It's like you wear it like a badge of honor.
Tommy Pipes McDonnell, thank you for being our first guest
Dennis,
here on
my
This
pleasure.
Is Rock and Roll.
Thank you.
Keep rocking.
Thank
we
you.
look forward to March 3rd.
Bronx, baby.
And thank you so very much.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom.